Hello students, today we shall uh, discuss the topic about controllability and observability. So let me the concept of controllability and observability. Yeah. So in a control system, it is necessary for us to find an optimal control solution for a given control problem. So here we need to check whether the given system is it completely controllable. Okay, for that we are using two tests. One is Kalman test, and one more it is uh, Gilbert test. So let us discuss the concept of controllability. So here a system is said to be completely state controllable. Uh, just a minute. Yes, I was in talking about the concepts of controllability. So here, a system is said to be state controllable. Okay, if it is the possible to transfer the system state from any initial state. So the initial state, that is x t naught, to any other desired state, that is x tf, in a specified finite time, that is tf, by a control vector u of t. So let me state the same. A system is said to be completely state controllable if it is possible to transfer the system state from any initial state. So that is, initial state will be represented by x t naught, that is t is equal to t naught, to any other desired state. So the initial state x t naught, so desired state after some time, that I will give it as x tf, the final time. So that this changes that has to be done in a finite time interval. So that is given by tf, by a control vector, that is the input u of t. So these concepts we call it as controllability. So how you are able to control a given system. So if we are able to transform from initial oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was talking about the concept of controllability and observability. What is the controllability means? That is the definition that what I have written. In a given system, we will make a comment. Okay, so you will be having a problem. So you need to state whether the system is controllable or not. So how it can be done? So it can be done. The possibility, if we are able to transfer the system state from initial stage, that is x t naught, to any other desired state, that is x tf, in a finite time interval, that is the tf is the finite, by applying the input, that is u of t, we call as the system is controllable. So that is the concept of controllable. And we have a test. So how we can do that? We have a test named Kalman test for controllability. So I will just go with the test. Test for Kalman test for controllability. What does it states? So if we consider nth order multiple input a linear time invariant system, let us consider nth order MIMO. Let me write the exact multiple input linear time invariant system, and it will be represented by x dot, that is equal to a x of t plus b u of t. So yesterday we have discussed the equation, that is the state equation. If you see here, so the state model, okay, the state model, that is linear time invariant system, will be given by the state equation, that is x dot t, that is equal to a into x of t plus b into u of t. And the similar way, the output equation is given by y of t is equal to c into x of t plus d into u of t. The same the state equation we have considered here. Okay, so what is the next step? So here as we know that a will have the order n cross n, okay, followed with u of t is an input, is represented by m. I hope you remember that. So it will have an order of m cross 1, and followed with x of t is the variable, has the order of n cross 1. And here in this test, the condition that what we are following is, so let me write that, the necessary and sufficient condition for the system to be completely controllable is that the rank of the composite matrix that is 2C is n. See, if you are performing a Kalman's test for controllability, okay, so this will be the state equation. So the representation of state equation is given by x dot, that is equal to a into x of t plus b into u of t, and we know the order of that particular a, u of t and x of t. And after performing this test, okay, if you see the composite matrix QC. So how to represent the composite matrix? Let me show you. QC is equal to B matrix followed with A into B matrix followed with A square B matrix till A raised to n minus 1 multiplied by B matrix. So this will give us a composite matrix. So we need to obtain this composite matrix, that is QC, and finally if the composite matrix has a rank of n. So what is n? N is nothing but the order of the A matrix. If you see, A has an n cross n. If you see, if the order as well as the rank, if both are equal, so order of the given matrix as well as the rank of QC, that is the composite matrix, if both are equal, then we can state it as the given system is completely controllable. And here you should note the composite matrix QC B followed with AB followed with A square B till A n raised to 1 B are the various column. Okay, so that is will be represented, this complete, if you see, it is a various column. Each term will represent a column. Okay, so that is the understanding of Kalman's test for controllability. Okay, and in the similar way we have Gilbert test for controllability. So let me quote the same. Gilbert test for controllability. Okay, so here for the Gilbert test, it is necessary that matrix A, so that is the necessary condition, matrix A must be in canonical form. Okay, so this is the necessary condition for Gilbert test. So for that, let us consider single input linear time invariant system so which is represented by x dot of t, that is equal to A x of t plus B u of t. So for a single input, we know that A is not in the canonical form. Then it has to be transferred into the canonical form. For that, follow the steps. That is the transformation to the A into the canonical form. That will be our first step. So that starts with x of t, that is equal to m z of t. So where m is equal to model matrix. See, this concept will be more clear when we are considering the problem, what model matrix that we are considering, how we are converting the given A into canonical form. So it is the multiplication of identity matrix that I will let you know. So the final transformed state model will be in the form of z dot of t, that is equal to a into z of t plus b inverse u of t, and here A will be the diagonal matrix, follow the B inverse to find, that is M inverse into B. And here in Gilbert test, so you just remember this particular equation, okay, which is helpful in order to make a comment on its stability. So the necessary and sufficient condition for the complete state controllability is the vector matrix. This vector matrix B should not have any zero elements. So let me quote the same. Necessary and sufficient condition for the complete state controllability is that, let me change, the vector matrix B should not have any zero elements. See, after solving this, this matrix B should not have zero elements. So that is the concept of Gilbert test. So we shall take an example, that is, let me take an example where we shall perform the test of both Kalman and Gilbert and for controllability, to whether to check the system is in completely controllable or not. So here consider the system with state equation. See, when I say the state equation, you should remember the general format is x dot of t, that is equal to a into x of t plus b into u of t. You should remember this, okay? Then only it will be easy for us to solve the problem. So the given, it is the general form, that is we have variable x1, x2, x3, that is equal to the A matrix 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, minus 6, minus 11, minus 6, followed with the variable. We have total 3 variables, that is x1, x2, x3, plus the B matrix, that is 0, 0, 1, u of t. So here the identification that we have to do, that is estimate the state controllability by, the first test is Kalman and the second one is Gilbert test. So we need to perform these two tests in order to check whether the given state equation is it controllable or not. That is the statement. So now we shall consider See, that is why I said you should remember, you should memorize this equation, that is the state equation, then only we can solve further. So let us start with solution. The first one is Kalman test. Now we need to define the matrix QC. So what is the matrix QC? So I will, let me write the final term, that is A n minus 1 multiplied by B as a final term. Okay, so it will start with B. Okay, let me write down the equation, complete equation. So start with B, AB, it continues with A square B, then A n minus 1 into B. Sorry, this is the, yeah, the last term. Now the question will arise, how to consider the last, like this particular composite equation. Like for this equation, will it be there a cube b, or a to the power of 4b, or a to the power of 5b? So it keep on continuous till a n minus 1. So here what is n? If you check the order, that is 3 cross 3, you can substitute that n as 3. So a raised to 3 minus 1 multiplied by b, and that will give you a square b, meaning we have to stop the composite matrix till a square b. So let me write the composite matrix. So the given n is 3, we shall get, that is b double dot ab double dot, the last term is a square b. I hope you understand this particular step. In case if it is n, if it is 4 cross 4, so what will happen? QC matrix will change to B, AB, A square B. So if I substitute A and 4, that is the last term will be A cube into B. Okay, so for given problem, n is 3 and you need to stop till a square b. So that has been done. Yeah, now we need to identify this matrix. As we know, each term will represent a column, okay, in the QC matrix. And finally we need to identify the rank of that particular matrix. If the rank and the given n, if both are same, then our system is completely controllable. Okay, so let us start with identifying. So we know B. So in the equation itself, it is been given. See, let me tell you, this particular term is A multiplied by x of t plus B multiplied by u of t. So this is A, this complete matrix is A, and this is B. So B is 0, 0, 1. So let me represent the B matrix as 0, 0, 1. Okay, B is done. First column is done. Next is A multiplied by B. Okay, let us identify that. A into B. So what is A? So if you see, A is nothing but 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, minus 6, minus 11, 6. So let me write that 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, minus 6, minus 11, minus 6. So this is A matrix followed with B. B is 0, 0, 1. So here you need to multiply and write the matrix. I hope you know the multiplication. So here we have 3 cross 3 matrix, and here 3 cross 1 matrix, and final matrix will be 3 cross 1. So 0 into 0, that will be 0, plus 1 into 0, 0 plus 0 into 1, 0. So first term is 0, followed with 0, 0, 1. 0 plus 0 plus 1. I hope you can understand. So let me show you the direction, the row multiplied by column. So first row multiplied by column, second row multiplied by column, third row multiplied by column. So you will get 3 cross 1 matrix, followed with the last minus 6, 0, minus 11 into 0, minus 6 into 1, that will be minus 6. So 0 plus 0 minus 6. So final A into B matrix will yield as 0, 1, minus 6. That is done. And AB is done. Second column is also done. So third column is A square B. So what is A square? You just take the square. 0 will be 0. This is A. 1 square is 1. Again 0. So 0, 0, 1. 6 square is 36. 11. That will give us. So what is 11 square?
121.
Yeah, 121. Sorry, that is not a step. I have missed it. A square we need to multiply, not that square. A into A. That let us take it as 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, minus 6, minus 11, minus 6, again multiplied by the same 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, minus 6, minus 11, minus 6. So this multiplication we have to do. So 3 cross 3. So finally we will get 3 cross 3 matrix. So this is 3 cross 3, 3 cross 3, row into column, row into column. So finally we will get 3 cross 3 matrix. I hope you know the matrix multiplication. So first row, first column will give you the first element. So that is 0, 0, 0. So first element will be 0. And the first row, second column, 0, 0, yes, again the second will be 0. And the last, so this will be 0, followed with minus 11, and so let me check this particular row. Minus 6 into 0, that will be 0, minus 11 into 0, 0, and this will be minus 6 into 6. So this particular term will give us, first row is done. Zero into 0, 0, 1, 0, and 0. Second row, 0.
So row into column, sir.
Yes, row into column. That is what I am doing. So this first row.
So the last one will be 1 row, sir.
Yeah, last
0
one.
into 0, 1 into 1, 0 into minus 6.
So the last one, 0 into 0, 1 into 1, 0. So this will be 1. I have confused. Just a minute. Yeah. Let me make it clear. See, first row multiplied by first column, that is 0 into 0, 1 into 0, 0 into 6, that will give us, and first row multiplied by second column, that is 0, 0, again 0, and first row multiplied by last third column will give us 0, 1, that is 1 into 1 is 1, and 0 into minus 6 is 0. So 1 is the answer. So similar way, second row, same, first column, second column, third column. So first column will give us 0, 0, minus 6. Okay. Similarly, second 0, 0, that will be minus 11, and the last will be minus 6. Let me write the remaining terms: 36, 60, and 25. See, the last row multiplied by first, so that will be first two term will be 0, the last is 6 into 6, that will be 36 plus 36. Okay. This is A into A matrix is done. So actually we need A square multiplied by B. So we have 0, 0, 1, minus 6, minus 11, minus 6, followed with 36, 60, 25. The final column, that is we are having B as 0, 0, 1. Again 3 cross 3 matrix, 3 cross 1 matrix will give us 3 cross 1 matrix. So the same, you will get the answer as 1, 6, 25 will be the answer. Now let us consider the composite matrix. So what is the composite matrix? QC. For the given problem, the composite matrix is B, AB, A square B. So let me write B, AB, A square B. Yes. So this is the given matrix with QC. The given B is nothing but 0, 0, 1, and AB. So what is AB? AB is nothing but A into B is 0, 1, minus 6. So this is AB. Okay, I hope you can see that. 0, 1, minus 6. And A square B. A square B is 1, minus 6, 25. 1, minus 6, 25. Now we need to identify the rank of QC. Does anyone know how to identify the rank of the matrix? See, our condition is if the rank of the matrix, that is QC, is 3 and given n is also 3, then we can conclude that given system is completely controllable. Okay, controllable. So yeah, this will be the statement. Now I want from the students to tell how to identify rank of this QC, that is 3 cross 3. So let me continue. So you need to identify the determinant of QC. Okay, if the determinant, if it is not equal to 0, then given order of matrix is the rank. So given order is 3 cross 3. Okay, so we need to identify the determinant of the particular matrix. So when I do that, 0, this complete term will be 0. I hope you know the determinant, how to identify. Should I show that how to identify the determinant? Is it required?
No, sir.
No. Okay, thank you. So the determinant, the first term will be 0. 0 multiplied by 1 into 25 minus of minus into minus 6. So this term will give us 0. Even the second term will get us 0. The third term, only we are having the third term, because first two terms are 0, it will be obviously 0. The third term, you need to consider the first and second column, that is minus 0 into minus 6, that will be 0, and 1. Okay, we get it as the determinant as 1, so which is not equal to 0. Then, as I said, the rank of the matrix will be 3. Then we call it as the given system is completely controllable. I repeat, you need to identify the determinant of composite matrix. If the determinant is not equal to 0, let it be any value, 100, 200, okay, any value, then the given order, the initial order of the matrix will be the rank. Okay, so the rank of the matrix is 3 and n is also 3. We call the given system is completely state controllable. So let me add a word, state controllable. So this is how we define. So here we considered a given system with x dot, x1 dot, x2 dot and x3 dot, that is the three state vectors. So with 3 variables, so the order was 3 cross 3, and we have performed the Kalman test and we obtained that the given system is completely state controllable. So let us check how it work with Gilbert test. Okay, so let me start with the second test, that is so Gilbert test for controllability. Okay, so Kalman test for controllability. So we are checking only the concept of controllability. So in the Gilbert test, if you see the necessary condition, okay, so let me take you to the first step. So in Gilbert test, so the matrix A must be converted into an canonical form. So let us do that by the condition. So let me write down that. Okay, first step, express A in the canonical form. Okay, and we need to find the eigenvalues of A. So we will write in the form of the canonical form, that is lambda multiplied by identity matrix minus A. Okay, so this will give us, okay, so A is a 3 cross 3 matrix, so followed with I will be having lambda 0 0 0 lambda 0 minus A, that is 0 1 0 0 0 1 minus 6 minus 11 minus 6. So this will be our first step. So after rewriting, my equation will be, that is lambda I minus A, that is equal to lambda minus 1 0 lambda 0 lambda minus 1 6 11 lambda plus 6. This will be the equation. And now if I take the determinant of this in order to find the eigenvalue, so I will get it as, I will write that directly, del lambda cube plus 6 lambda square 11 lambda plus 6 is equal to 0. And so here I will get this particular equation. I can write this as lambda plus 1 lambda plus 2 and lambda plus 3. So this will be the root. Okay, so I will represent for ease of understanding, I will represent a lambda 1 as minus 1, followed with lambda 2 as minus 2 and lambda 3 as minus 3. So we have the eigen values. Okay, so next, if you see, we need to consider the M matrix, that is, so let me show here the next step. See, transform A into the canonical form, that is M, that is the model matrix. So let me write down the model matrix for 3 cross 3 with a statement as A matrix is in phase variable form model matrix M is nothing but van der Monde matrix. Okay, so this particular representation will be same for the respective matrix, that is M. If it is 3 cross 3, it will be van der Monde matrix will be represented by 1 1 1 lambda 1 lambda 2 lambda 3 lambda 1 square lambda 2 square and lambda 3 square. So that is equal to, if I substitute lambda 1 lambda 2 lambda 3 value, so we will be getting it as 1 1 1 lambda 1, that is minus 1 lambda 2 minus 2 lambda 3 minus 3. The particular square will be 1 4 9. See here, if you see the final judgment, the statement will be based on a vector matrix, that is B. See, necessary and sufficient condition for the complete state controllability in Gilbert test, okay, is that the vector matrix B should not have any 0 elements. So we need to identify this B matrix. So for that, M is important. So we have identified the M matrix, and so the B matrix, if you want to identify the vector matrix B, so here we need to identify the M inverse multiplied by B matrix. How to identify the M inverse? We have a formula. If you want to calculate the inverse of any matrix, so the formula will be M inverse is equal to adjoint of M divided by determinant of M. Okay, so how to calculate this adjoint of M? Adjoint of M will be represented by its transpose. See, for identifying, let me write in a bigger size. Yeah. Okay, and the position will have the first position plus minus plus, remember this sign minus plus minus followed with plus minus plus. And now we need to calculate the M inverse. For that, the first term is to find the adjoint of M. So this complete matrix you need to transpose, so that that will be an adjoint of M. So let us start. So in the first place, if you want to calculate the adjoint, so for the first position, then you need to neglect the first row, okay, first row and first column, and the remaining is, let me write, 9 into minus 2 minus of minus 3 into 4. So this will give us minus 18 plus 12, that is minus 6 is an answer. And here we will have, so the sign is plus, plus into minus, it will be minus 6 itself. First position is done, and the followed with second position. If you want to calculate the adjoint of this one, then you need to neglect that particular column, the second column and the first row. Okay, so then for position 9 into minus 1, 9 into minus 1 followed with minus of minus 3 into 1. So this will give us minus 9 plus 3, that will be minus 6, and we have already minus, that minus will give us plus 6. I hope you understand how to calculate. I will show one more term, so that is for this. So if I want to calculate adjoint for this, so delete that particular row and column. So we have left with 9 into 1, okay, minus 4 into 1 will give us 9 minus 4, that is 5. We obtained 5 here. Check the position. So here we are having negative, so that will be minus 5. So by the time, so let me write the remaining elements, that is minus 6 plus 6 minus 1 minus 5, 8 and 2, sorry, this is minus 3 minus 1, 2 minus 1. So this will be the adjoint, and this is not completed. We need to transpose this. Okay, so transpose is simple. A row you need to write it as a column. So let me do it here itself. Okay, the transpose of that particular matrix I will write here. So minus 6, the row, the first row I will write in terms of column, plus 6 minus 1 minus 5, 8 minus 3 minus 1, 2 minus 1 whole divided by 2. The matrix determinant of M matrix will be that will be minus 2. When I do that, minus 2, the final matrix that I obtain, okay, M inverse will be, we know that M inverse formula, that is adjoint of M divided by determinant of M. So when we do that, so we obtain this, okay, divided by 2, the final matrix, let me write, that will be 3, that is minus 6 divided by minus 2, that will be 3, 5 divided by minus 2, that is minus 5 divided by minus 2, that will be 2.5, followed with 0.5, minus 3, minus 4 and minus 1, 1.5 and 0.5. Okay, M inverse is done, and we need to identify, that is vector matrix B is given by M inverse multiplied by B. So this will give us 3, 2.5, 0.5, minus 3, minus 4, minus 1, 1, 1.5, 0.5, whole divided by the B matrix is 0, 0, 1. When I do the multiplication, I will get this as 0.5 minus 1, 0.5. And if you remember the condition is very simple. Let me take you to that particular condition. Say in Gilbert test, let me write here. The condition is the necessary and sufficient condition for the complete state controllability is that the vector matrix B should not have any zero elements. So in the given problem, after identifying, we found that there is no zero element in the vector matrix B, that is 0.5 minus 1, 0.5. Okay, you can make a statement as none of the elements of B are zero. The system is completely state controllable. So this will be our final statement. See, now we have performed Gilbert as well as Kalman test only for controllability, and we have to discuss the one more concept, that is observability. Same, we have both Gilbert and Kalman test for observability also. So let me wind up my session here.